Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutali Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandegam Sri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaye Vachapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gauravakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Sachidananda Vigragaga Anadi Radhir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest knowledge and the topmost knowledge which can be joyfully performed. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us that karma should be an yajna. So the relationship between karma and yajna we are studying also. So that means when we are doing everything for Krishna, so that is called yajna. And that is what known as also buddhiyukta. So yajnartat karmano means it is buddhiyukta. Buddhiyukta means acting with intelligence. So when we are doing all our activities for Krishna, so that means it is called yajna, and that is also called acting with intelligence. So that way, when we are constantly engaged in Krishna's devotional service, then we are not going to be bound to this material world at all. That's what we are studying in the past few days in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Only when we are acting for our own sense gratification, thinking that we are the enjoyer. In reality, Krishna is the enjoyer. So when we want to enjoy ourselves away from Krishna, if you want to enjoy with Krishna, then there is no problem. By realizing, understanding this Bhagavad Gita, that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, He is the Super Soul, and He is everywhere, and He is the owner of everything. He has the right. When Krishna said that you don't have any right to the results, so that means Krishna has got the right to the results. That is the main thing. Then who has got the right to the results? Karmanyeva adhikaraste mapaleshu kadachana. So you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you don't have the right to the results. So then who has right to the results? Krishna, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So that way, when we offer all the results to Krishna, that is the way we enjoy. So our enjoyment comes only when we offer everything to Krishna, so then we are going to enjoy. If we try to enjoy those sense objects, not offering to Krishna, we are really suffering, we are not enjoying. It's a very important point we need to understand very well from this Bhagavad Gita, that If we think that we are going to enjoy the sense objects, then we are going to suffer. Yegi samsparsa jabhoga dukkayone evate. Yegi samsparsa jabhoga dukkayone evate. Adyantavantaka kaunteya nateshu ramate buddhaga. So, when we try to enjoy the material sense objects, actually we are putting ourselves into trouble and we are suffering. We are going to suffer only. It's not an enjoyment, it's going to be suffering. But if we offer the results to Krishna with love and devotion, that is called enjoyment. That way, that satisfaction what we get by offering everything to Krishna, by connecting ourselves with Krishna, by fully depending on Krishna. So that is the real enjoyment actually. So that's what an intelligent person only will go for, such enjoyment, not the material enjoyment. This material sense gratification, it always it has got beginning and end, adi anta, both it has got adi anta. Even Krishna also is teaching very clearly in the 7th chapter, antavatu palam tesham tadbhavati alpametasam. That's what Krishna is saying. So antavatu palam tesham. So the results what we get, for example, by going to other gods, Kangshantaga karmanam siddhim yajanta iga devataga Shipram ki manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. That's what Krishna is saying in the 4th chapter. Kangshantaga karmanam siddhi yajanta iga devataga. So by expecting the siddhi, perfection, the results, by expecting the results, people will worship the demigods, yajanta iga devataga. And Kshipramhi Manushe Loke Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. And very quickly they will get the results. So Kshipram Ki Manushe. Kshipram means Sikram. Kshipram means very quickly. So Kshipram Ki Manushe Loke Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. But the problem is that such kind of results will come to an end. That's what in the 7th chapter Krishna is teaching, that Antavatu Palam Tesham Tatbhavati alpa metasa. So those results will come to an end. So that's why alpa meta. Alpa meta means less intelligent, who have no intelligence. So they will go after such results which will come to an end. Antavatu palam tesham tadbhavati alpa metasam devan devayayo yanti Madbhaktaha yanti mamapi devan devayayo yanti. So those who worship other gods will go to them, but Madbhaktaha yanti mamapi. My devotees will come to me. That's what Krishna is teaching. So that way, the real enjoyment, the real happiness, the unlimited happiness we get when we offer everything to Krishna, when we serve Krishna, when we surrender unto Krishna, when we are not attached to the material sense objects, when we are only attached to Krishna. So then the real enjoyment what we get. So that happiness is going to stay forever. So it's not going to come to an end at all. It is always going to be there with us. That is the satisfaction, that is the sense enjoyment we should be going after. In fact, we should be attached to such enjoyment. So Bhagavad Gita means it is not getting detached from everything. It's only getting detached from material sense objects. It's only getting detached from material things. So we should be attached to spiritual sense enjoyment, spiritual enjoyment. We should be attached to Krishna, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. We should be attached to Him. That's what is very important. We should be attached to Krishna, the Supreme Lord. With Bhagavad Gita, that is going to be possible. Because every day we are noticing that our love is increasing on Krishna. our faith on Krishna is also becoming very, very strong and very steady now. Now, nobody can come and change us. It is not at all possible. It's impossible because our faith on Krishna is completely based on the scientific understanding of this Bhagavad Gita. So it has got a very, very strong foundation, philosophical foundation we have got. So no one can come and shake our faith. If it is sentimental faith, then it can be shaken. But whatever we have faith on Krishna, our knowledge based on this Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita itself is Avyayam. It is a time-tested knowledge. It is a time immemorial. Bhagavad Gita is there from forever. Because this is the knowledge about ourself. This is the knowledge about our soul. Even the science may change. For example, if you go to moon, the gravitational force is less there compared to Earth. So all such things will change. The force, other measurements, and everything changes. But the law of soul, the law about ourself, is not going to change wherever we go. Wherever we go, whichever material well, wherever we go, we are going to get another temporary miserable body. That is the fact. That is not going to change. Whatever body we take, wherever we go, as long as we are in this material well, we are going to finally die. Death is certain. Brahma bhuvana lokaga punaravartino Arjuna. Even if we go up to Brahma loka, we need to come back to this material well. We need to again die. Punaravartino Arjuna means when you die, again you will take birth. That's what punaravartino Arjuna. Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartino Arjuna. Even if you go to Swarga loka also, we need to come back. Kshine punye tetam bhuktva Swarga lokam vishalam kshine punye martya lokam visanti. Only mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyade. Only if you come to me, O son of Kunti, then there is no rebirth again. Only if you go to Krishna, only if you go to Goloka, then there is no birth again. Otherwise, wherever we go, we need to come back. We need to take birth again in this material world. We need to keep changing our bodies. So that way, we should make sure that we should go to Krishna. We should go to Goloka. For that, we need only this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, nothing else. In this material world, we send children to school and college and then study and all such things. We think that they need knowledge, they need degree, they need education, they need job, they need this, they need that, all such things we think. But what we really need is the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, because that will take us to Goloka. If you have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Without knowing Bhagavad Gita, we are zero. We don't have any knowledge. We cannot say that I have knowledge. Because other knowledge is junk knowledge about the material world, about the subject matter. It's not going to be of any use for the soul. What is the use of maintaining our body so nicely with all kinds of these material things, but if we don't make use of this body to realize ourselves and go to Goloka, go to Krishna's way, that life is useless, pointless, meaningless. If we just live here without understanding Bhagavad Gita, without knowing about Krishna, time is just flying. Time will just go. The time will come that we will die. 100 years ago, whoever lived in this earth, they were all so busy only like us, how we are living now. If you just go back 100 or 200 years ago, maybe to last century, 200 years ago, 100 years ago, they were also so busy. They were also running around. They were also doing all kinds of works. They were doing very, very busy and all. They didn't have enough time to focus on their self. I'm talking about 999 out of 1,000. They were like that. Only 1 in 1,000 are going after Krishna. So now also the same thing is happening. Same thing is happening everywhere. All these things, the elections will come, results will come, a new government will come, new people will rule, administrators will change, all such things will keep on changing. But after 100 years from now, we won't be here. It's only assuming that we live up to 100 years. Many of us already old enough that maybe another few decades, maybe 2 decades, 3, 4 decades. That's it. If they are in the age group of 50 or 60, or if they are in the age group of 20 or 30, maybe another 6 decades or 7 decades. That's it. So I'm talking about 10 decades, 100 years from now. Totally a new set of people here. They will be claiming everything. They will claim that this is my property, that is my property. I want this, I want that, and all such things they will claim. And we won't be here at all to claim. Right now we are claiming. Right now we are thinking that I want this, I want this, I am the great thing, and all such things we think. It's all completely idiotic nonsense. That's it, foolish. Without really understanding the fact that our life is going to come to an end. And before that, we need to make sure that we will properly make use of this life and make use of all the time what we have in remembering Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, preparing prasadam, offering prasadam to Krishna, and doing everything for Krishna, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. That's what is very important. So that way, our life will be completely Krishna conscious. So that way, if we are very, very lucky enough, Krishna's causeless mercy, we can even go to Goloka in this life itself. Otherwise, also, we are on the way to Goloka. We will definitely get the next life also much better life, and we will be still keep going towards Krishna only. We are not going to lose anything. So that way, we need to understand the reality that Maya is very strong and very powerful. But simply by surrendering unto Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we can come out of Maya. We can free ourselves from Maya. That's it. Then Maya is not going to force us into another material body. Only Maya, only the 3 modes of material nature is forcing us to get another body. If you are freed from Maya, if you are not controlled by any mode of nature, if you are able to remember Krishna only all the time, if you are able to completely connect with Krishna 24/7, then Maya is not going to force us into another material body. We are under the direct control of Krishna only, mercy of Krishna only. So we will simply go to Goloka. So all such things are possible only simply by understanding this Bhagavad Gita, these 18 chapters, 700 verses, repeatedly studying each and every sloka again and again, because it is coming from the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, our Lord, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. He is singing. This is Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. So simply by fixing our mind on Krishna and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and doing everything for Krishna, we are all ready to actually go to Goloka. So that's what Krishna is teaching in the 3rd chapter, that any karma, whatever action, whatever we do, it has to be yajna only. So that means it has to be only for Krishna only. Anything we do, it should be for Krishna. The immediate question we should ask whether I am doing it for Krishna or not. That is the question. Whether Krishna likes this or not. That's a very important thing we need to know. Whether Krishna wants this or not. If Krishna is not liking this, then we should not be doing it. That's it. Because we want to please Krishna. Our goal is to only please Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, and we want to dedicate our life, time, everything, whatever we have, all the resources, everything in Krishna's service, so that we will lose all attachments to everything in this material world. That's what we need to lose. We need to lose. We should not be gaining any more new attachments. So, for that, we are studying this Bhagavad Gita. We already finished 15 verses in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is teaching that in the 14th sloka. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhavaka yajnat bhavati parjanyo yajnaka karma samudbhavaga. Annat bhavanti bhutani. So the living entities subsist on grains. Parjanyad anna sambhavaga. So the anna, the grains are produced from rain. Yajnat bhavati parjanyo. Rain is produced from the yajna. then yajna is produced from the karma by our actions. So that's what annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyat anna sambhavaga yajnat bhavati parjanyo yajnaga karma samudbhavaga. All living bodies subsist on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna, and yajna is born of prescribed duties. Now, in the next shloka, Krishna is continuing. In the 15th shloka we studied yesterday. There is karma brahmodbhavam viddhi brahmakshara samudbhavam tasmat sarvagatam brahma nityam yagne pratishthitam. So that karma is produced from Vedas, from the Brahma. Karma brahmodbhavam viddhi. So what we are supposed, scripture, basically for us it is Bhagavad Gita, that's it. Because in the 16th chapter, Krishna is saying that in the 15th chapter, last sloka, 20th sloka, that iti gukhyatamam sastram idam muktam mayanaga. So this is the topmost scripture, confidential scripture. And in the 16th chapter, last sloka, also 24th sloka, Krishna is teaching us that tasmat sastram pramanante karya karya vivastito nyatva sastra vidanoktam karma kartum ihargasi nyatva sastra vidanoktam karma kartum ihargasi. So just by looking at seeing what is said in Shastra, we should perform our activities. That's why here karma brahmodbhavam viddhi. Our karma is produced from this Bhagavad Gita. That should, even though here it's translated Brahma is Vedas, but it's this Bhagavad Gita for us. For us, Bhagavad Gita is everything. So Brahmakshara Samudbhavam. So this Brahma Akshara Samudbhavam means these Vedas are produced from the Supreme Lord. So similarly, this Bhagavad Gita is coming from the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagnye Pradisitam. Therefore, all pervading Brahma, the Supreme Lord, is always situated in Yajna. Nityam Yagnye Pradisitam. That's why Yajna is very important. Regulated activities are prescribed in the Vedas, and the Vedas are directly manifested from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, the all-pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice. So now Krishna is continuing in the next sloka, sloka number 16. Evam pravartitam chakram nanuvartayati gayaha agayugo indriyaramo mogam partha sajivati. So this is a chakra, this is a cycle. Annat bhavanti bhutani, parjanyat anna sambhavaga, yajnat bhavati parjanya. Then yajnaga karma samudbhavaga, karma brahmodbhavam buddhi, brahmakshara samudbhavam, tasmat sarvagatam brahmam, nityam yajne pratistham. Again, that Brahma, that Akshara, then again Yajna. So this is a cycle. It's coming as a cycle. Then again, this from the Yajna, there is Karma, then again Brahma, then Akshara, then again Yajna. So then another cycle is there, Annat, then rain, Parjanya, then Yajna. So this is a cycle. So, Evam Pravartitam Chakram, Nanuvartayati Hayaha, anyone who is not following this cycle. So his life is full of sins. Agayu Indriya Aramo. So those who are going after the material sense gratification, Indriya Aramo, his life is Agayu. Agayu means life is full of sins. Aga. So Yajnasisthasinagasanto Muchante Sarva Kilvisi Bunjate Tetu Agam Papa. Agam Papa means Agam means sins. So they Papa, those sinners. So that's what here Agayugu. Agayugu means our life is full of sins. Agayugu Indriyaramo Moham Partha Sajivati. His life is full of Moham, only illusion. So we will be uselessly, this life is a waste. That's it. So my dear Arjuna, one who does not follow in human life the cycle of sacrifice thus established by the Vedas certainly lives a life full of sin. Living only for the satisfaction of the senses, such a person lives in vain. So that's what we are understanding. We have to simply do everything for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Everything should be done as an yajna. So that, of course, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be able to do because we are getting this knowledge. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदाम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण हरे राम Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Rama Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Timir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Hema Mataji has raised her hand.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare
How are
Krishna.
you? A long time haven't spoken to you.
Yes, Mataji,
How
by
is
Krishna's
everything?
costless mercy, I'm fine, Mataji, Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Guruji. I've not been able to attend regularly, but on and off, because of commitments with my
Yes,
professional line. So I've been following you on YouTube. So,
Very nice, yes, Mataji. Yes,
yes.
yes.
So
Great.
thanks a lot, and thanks for everything. We're so grateful to you for giving us this opportunity to know Bhagavad Gita better. Thank you.
It's
Hare
all
Krishna.
Krishna's mercy, Mataji, Krishna's
Yes,
costless
yes.
mercy. Yes, Mataji.
So how is everyone at home? All okay?
Yes, Mataji, Krishna's mercy, Mataji is recovering. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, yes. It will happen, Guruji. Krishna's mercy is always with us.
Yes,
Everything
Mataji.
will be
Krishna's mercy.
Yes.
There is no doubt. His mercy
doubt.
only we are able to study Bhagavad Gita. Yes,
Yes, sure. Hare Krishna. Guruji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna. It's very nice talking with you, Mataji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
after a long
Mataji.
time. Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. There are no questions. So thank you for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Roma Mataji. Hare Krishna. Just got Suresh Tabi Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very nice class Guruji today also.
Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy, we are able to study every day Bhagavad Gita nicely. Yes, Prabhu.
If we do not offer the yagnas to the Krishna, then it is in vain. That is what is like.
That is correct.
life
That's
is-
it.
life
Otherwise,
is
it's all
useless.
waste, useless. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Very nice teaching Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna
Prabhu.
Guruji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. S.K. Garg Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you very much. No question from my side, Guruji.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
धन्यवाद प्रणाम
Dandavad
हरे
pranam.
कृष्णा कृष्णा
Krishna
कृष्णा
Krishna Hare Hare.
हरे राम
Hare
हरे
Rama, Hare Rama,
राम
Rama
राम
Rama,
हरे
Hare Hare.
थैंक यू
Hare
गुरु जी हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji, Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Guruji, thank you Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhu. Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you so much,
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, for today's class also.
Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Asha Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much Guruji for a nice session.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's
Yeah.
blessing.
Yes Guruji. I understand enjoyment with Krishna is yagya that gives us real enjoyment.
Yes.
Guruji?
That is correct. That is the
Yeah.
real enjoyment, permanent enjoyment.
Permanent enjoyment, yes. Enjoyment with the senses are not yagya, that gives us suffering.
That gives us suffering. That is exactly correct. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you
Engaging
so
our
much.
senses in Krishna's
Yeah,
service, we will get unlimited happiness. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Ajay Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam
Yeah.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Nice Prabhuji. Nice. Prabhuji, I had one thought, like Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, whatever our like whatever we effort in reaching Krishna, Krishna reciprocates proportionately.
Yes, yes. Ye yata mam prapatyante tam stateva bhajami.
Yeah, exactly. But Prabhuji, sometimes, even though we don't, we get mercy of Krishna many times. So can you explain like more?
Actually, Prabhu, that what Krishna is meaning that actually, if we remember Krishna, we will be able to get mercy from him. Krishna is showering his mercy only, but by ourselves not connecting with Krishna, we are not able to receive his mercy. That is the only thing. Because Ragadvesa Vimuktastu Visayan Indriyaischaran Atmavasai Videyatma Prasadam Adhigacchati. So if we are able to free ourselves from attachment and ourselves and bring all our senses under the control of ourselves, then we will be able to get mercy from Krishna. Krishna is already showering mercy upon everyone. But we are only not able to receive because our mind is not connected with Krishna. We can receive mercy from Krishna only when our mind is not connected with Krishna. That's what Yayata Mam Prapatyante means. To the extent one surrenders unto me means, to that extent, if we focus our mind on Krishna, then to that extent we can receive Krishna's mercy. You understand that, Prabhu? I think you got muted. Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for a very lovely class, Guruji.
Yes,
Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes,
And every time you reiterate, it becomes more and more, ingrained in us that every act
Yes.
of ours should be, directed as in gratitude towards Krishna. And then
Yes,
automatically things fall in place.
Exactly.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
It all happens. By Krishna's mercy, it will happen, Mataji.
Yes. And
It's
now
all-
we are learning all this through the Vedas, and the Vedas are also manifested. Like today's shloka, it says, from the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yes. Yes.
Consequently, the all-pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice.
That is
So,
correct.
So whatever we do, it goes back to Krishna only.
Krishna is always situated in Yajna. That's it. So because he is the Yajna Purusha, he is the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Yes, yes.
Okay, Guruji.
Whatever we offer to Krishna, all the results, everything is owned by Krishna. In this, we think that I own this place, that place, and all this. Everything actually is owned by Krishna, not by anyone in this world. Yes,
yes, Guruji. That is again another very good thing which you told today.
Yes.
About how we own the land, and then the land we don't really own anything, not even a grain of sand. Yeah.
That is correct. Yes.
Yes. It's just temporarily that we are.
We think that we own, but that is
correct.
Our foolishness, nothing else.
Exactly, Guruji. That is again a very nice thing that you have told today, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class. It's really nice to know that we have to connect our mind to Krishna again and again. So, Guruji, there are many times we think we are connected, but again, coming to our circumstances outside, at that point of time, also our mind should be so much alert to be connected to Krishna, to take the help and the strength in handling our outer situations.
That all needs more and more progress in Krishna consciousness, Mataji. It all will happen over a period of time. First of all, when we are able to fully focus our mind on Krishna, first of all, our problems itself will be minimized. We will not get a lot of problems. Krishna is saying that Machittaga Sarva Durgani Matprasadat Tarishishi. If you always think of me, then by my mercy, all your impediments will be gone. So all your problems will be solved. So first of all, when we connect with Krishna, when we study Bhagavad Gita, serve Krishna, Krishna will remove away all our miseries, all our problems. He will protect. Krishna is protecting us. So that way, we will not even suffer very much. Yes, Mother.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you
The
so
reason
much.
for our
Guruji.
suffering is ignorance of Krishna. That's it. Ignoring Krishna. Yes.
Yes, because we have not made him the center of our lives.
That is the reason.
Though
That is the reason we
we
are
think. Yes, Guruji, what did you say?
No, as you said that we are not keeping him at the center, so that forgetfulness of Krishna only is making us to suffer.
Yes, but Guruji, in spite of knowing, why does it happen like that? In spite of knowing, now we know for long, of course, but why does it happen that we are so much into forgetfulness?
Because we still have attachment to the material sense objects. That has to completely go away. So that is our focus should be only on Krishna only. We should be able to detach, as Krishna is teaching us that asanga sastrena dridena chitva. We need to use the weapon of detachment and cut all our attachments, connections with this world. So because we are now trying to satisfy both materially and spiritually, that's not going to happen. We need to satisfy only Krishna. So then there is no issue. Yes, Mata.
Yes, Guruji. So basically, so do we lose our sensitivity to outside, or we become more compassionate once we are attached to Krishna? So we can see that Krishna in them also. I think that
is
compassionate.
Correct. Yes. Yes, because we will not have any materialistic attachments, and that time we can see everyone, we can treat everyone equally.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, I know, I can feel, because when my own little grandchild, he's so tiny, 8 years old, and he's in pain or having fever and things. So like the whole mind goes in that fever only, that he's so unwell, and that pain and that attachment to the child. So at that time, at that point of time, it's very difficult to disassociate with that feeling,
We need to
So-
fully depend on Krishna only, Mataji, nothing else. Even more dependent on Krishna. We need to understand that everything is controlled by Krishna. So fully depending on Krishna only can help us in all situations.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you for this encouragement.
Yes.
On a daily basis, it's so important for us. And so selflessly you do it. That selfless part of your nature is really helping us so much, Guruji. I'm so indebted to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji. As always, so nice explanations, and so again and again reminders of what Krishna consciousness is and how to achieve that, how to be there constantly in Krishna consciousness, Guruji. So
yes.
Today we learned about karma, Anna, Parjanya, and all those things. They're all a chakram, and then finally they're all coming out of Akshara, which is the Supreme God itself.
Yes.
And so we have to surrender all the work, or devote all the work to the Supreme Brahman or Krishna itself. So that is the Yajna and Yajna Purusha, and that is how we can be happy in this world. So it is so wonderful, Guruji. So nice to understand that, and it makes completely sense. And like in science, always there are cycles, and all theories are based on cycles. You start adding everything, and then it all becomes zero kind of thing. So
exactly, yes, ma'am.
So this is also the same thing, that this is a complete cycle, and if we don't do it in that way, there are reactions creating in different directions, and there will be implications for that.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, wonderful, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thanks for your constant devotion, as everyone is mentioning, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all devotees.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you
Hare
for the
Krishna.
class.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the keeping us in Krishna consciousness. I don't have any questions today.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Mani Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Namaskara, Guruji.
Namaskar.
It's a nice experience, and day by day our gears are getting changed. So we are in the first gear earlier. So in between we are in neutral. Now I think we are going in a top gear.
Yes, Prabhu.
So Yagya Pradayani Indra, that only Krishna. Whenever we do Yagya, Homa or whatever it is, finally with all our wealth or anything, we remember our grandfather used to tell, give your silver coin, gold coin or whatever it is. After Homa, we used to put it everything there, including clothes, everything goes there.
Yes.
So the reality is that. So basically it happens that the nature has given everything to us. We forget to know that nature is a artificial person. Now Krishna is the person. Now we should realize that nature is nothing but Krishna. He himself is the person. So whatever you take from nature, you have to give it back.
Give it back. It's everything coming from Krishna.
Yeah. The mathematics is very, very simple. You take back, you have to give back.
Otherwise, we are thieves. That's what Krishna is saying.
Yeah, we are stealing something.
Upanaga Palahetavaga. That's what Krishna is saying.
Exactly, Guruji. Exactly. Yeah. So see what happens. I sit on example. Normally, say children of 10 years or 12 years, we give some game, this thing and all, a computer, some sticks and all we used to give. They play with that. They think that everything happening through them. After some time, they come to know that there is a CPU, there is something, boxes are there through which it is happening. But when you go deep and deep, you will find one source. That source is only Krishna, nobody else.
That is correct.
That energy is Krishna only, nobody else. So this maturity used to come to us in the later point of time. By the time we are immersed in the materialistic life, that's a problem. That is a big mistake all human being will do.
That is it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a wonderful experience, and slowly we should go near to the Krishna's teaching, and through knowledge we should attain that intelligence. Once you attain that intelligence, you know how to attach and how to detach. So you are the example. We need not to search anywhere. You have many domestic problems, but when you are sitting with us across the table, you are connected with us. So Krishna is connecting through you. So there is no thought process. So Jai Singh Mataji is telling how to detach. So you are the sitting example. You have many things at home, but when you are teaching us, you are detaching everything. I can see in your face.
Yes. Krishna.
That is that is the reality. So I can't find any other best example. This is the best example I can give, which I am seeing it virtually. So one good experience happened, Guruji. I never been to any Gurudwara in my whole life. I've been there. My Sardarji friends, CA friends, so many people are there. I used to go there and come back. We don't know what is next. But last Sunday, it so happened, evening I was visiting my friend's house. It's just opposite in Alsur Road, there is a Gurudwara. So one of my friends said, okay, let us go there. And he wanted that bangle, steel thing. And he want to offer something to Gurudwara, some donation, some kind of a thing. We entered. So when I entered, I did not turn back. So they put some kerchief kind of things, turban kind of things. I went inside. My friend stayed back. He was little fearful what to do. So I do not have anything. I went there. There was a bhajan going on, Guru Govinda bhajans. I sat there quietly. I don't know what to do, how to pray and all, how they pray. I do have no idea at all. I just went there. I made a namaskaram. Just Hare Rama, Hare Krishna came to me. There was some hint to me. I am everything. Whatever you are saying, that I am Krishna only. That sound came. I did not bother about anything. I am in a Gurudwara or a Krishna temple or Rama temple. Nothing came into my mind. I sat there for 10-15 minutes, immersed myself with the bhajan, whatever it is going on, and I came back. So the experience is nothing but I found Krishna everywhere. Even in Gurudwara, in a different shape, it was telling that I am a part of Krishna only. Govind is nothing but he is a part of Krishna. So, yeah, thank you, Guruji. Yeah. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Chandrakanta Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Nice, Guruji. Everyone is telling their experience. Really, this too, I could relate to my experiences, Guruji. It's very nice. Like time passes, we don't have any much question except sharing our experience. What Krishna is saying us. It's very nice, Guruji. Very nice. All of us have come to the stage of sharing experiences. Earlier, we asked many questions. So many doubts we used to have. Now, no doubts only, Guruji. Thing is
like Arjuna at the end, he didn't have any question, correct?
Yeah,
so like that.
The ball is in our court. Now it is our duty to do Krishna consciousness, whatever best way we can do, based on His mercy. That's what is in the situation right now, Guruji. So thank you very much, Guruji, for that. Your class is really helping us. Otherwise, on Monday when we miss something, we will miss Krishna consciousness. So thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Palniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Today's explanation about the sloga as well as your initial teaching about how to follow Bhagavad Gita, both are very interesting. I will say many things, very interesting thing today you told that if you try to do demigod prayer, that you will get fast the result, and that is a mistake.
Yes.
As per your explanation, it is a mistake. Happiness will end very fast.
Yes.
That is the thing. That is a very interesting thing which you taught us today. And then second thing is you have to have always the spiritual attachment, not the material attachment.
Yes.
That is the second thing which we have to follow in day-to-day life. And the sloga itself says that day-to-day life is a cycle, total cycle, and you have to follow that cycle without fail. That is another. And this chapter, particularly this, I think we have completed 16 slogas.
16.
Total,
Yes.
you are telling about 20 slogas. And the real practical slogas, what I felt is these slogas, in different language, we have to make all the 20 slogas, the meaning of it.
Yes.
And we have to display. That came to my mind. These 20 slogas are very practical, and it looks 16 slogas only we learned so far from you. But still, it is a very practical form of following what we have to follow in life. That is the thing I felt when I heard from you today.
Yes,
Because after hearing the cycle, I felt that cycle to be continued in many as fast as possible. I felt we have to do it and display. That is
Yes.
my feeling.
We need to do it very fast. I agree with yes, Prabhu. We need to identify the devotees as soon as possible, and we need to do that. Yes. It's a very important opportunity for us to serve Krishna. Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Chandra, Gayatri Mataji, Gayatri Sukma Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Very nice explanations, as usual. In the morning and in the evening, both we are getting.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, in Tamil also.
Yes, Guruji. Nice to hear. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for keeping all of us in the right path.
Yes,
Even we slip down a little bit, again you are bringing us back. Krishna's mercy.
Krishna's mercy only, Mataji.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Kadiravan Prabhu. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Kadiravan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Guruji,
Krishna,
today's class
Hare
is very well, wonderful class, Guruji. No questions, no doubt. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you very much, Guruji. Great class and best experiences, Guruji. Everyone is sharing their best experiences. Like our Mataji from Mumbai mentioned, it's quite difficult to detach ourselves, Guruji. That is true. Everyone has to go through that, Guruji, especially when our near and dear are in pain or if there is some issues, and some can detach very easily, the seasoned people, but those who are closely attached, it takes time, Guruji. It's a practice. We have to practice. And as Mani Prabhu said, you are shining as an example. We have to emulate you, Guruji. We have to see you as a shining role model for us, and we should practice and emulate, Guruji. That happened to me also. When my father left me, it took me close to 2 years to understand. And finally, I started attending your class. That cleared my ignorance, Guruji. It's an ignorance because we think we are managing them or we are supporting them and all, Guruji. Our prayers will definitely help. Prayers, as rightly said in Bhagavad Gita, we have to offer in spirit of to Lord Krishna, saying that Krishna, you are taking care of it. Why should I worry? This morning I was listening your Guruji Radhanath Swamiji's lecture on mind control. So that he clearly says a simple story also. It was a boat about to capsize, but the child was not worried because say my mother is with me, my mother will save. That kind of faith we should have with Krishna, Guruji. Whatever happens, how a child trusts his mother, the same way we must trust the Lord, the Supreme Lord Krishna. Things will happen, Guruji. Excellent, Guruji. And the Gurudwara experience also very good, Guruji. I am a regular visitor of Gurudwara, and all the bhajans they call kirtans. The kirtans use Rama very often, Guruji, and they use a completely our raga, philosophies, everything from the Rama name comes very often, Guruji. And they also says Ek Omkar. All goes to one God. There are one and only God, that is Krishna, Guruji. It's very nice, Guruji. And I also reminded every Wednesday I visit. It has been pending for quite some time, couple of months, Guruji. I think today is a Wednesday. I plan to visit the Gurudwara today evening, Guruji, and attend the Kirtans. That's nothing but Krishna bhajans, Guruji. There, as he rightly said, the Guru Granth Sahib, what they are reading, it all says about one God, the one Supreme Lord, which is Lord Krishna, Guruji. All is well, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Much indebted for you to transferring this knowledge to us and educating us and shining as a beacon, emulating for us to emulate you, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagar Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan sir. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, so
Hare
because
Krishna.
of exams duty, I have no time. So Hare Krishna Guruji, I am very proud that sharing that today's sloka is very important. You have discussed that Pariyanta and food grains, how it is very helpful. We have to sacrifice to offer to Krishna and everything, yajna, sacrifice. You have to dedicate oneself for the Krishna and really you have to surrender Guruji and also the Lord Krishna so that we can achieve the real we can enjoy the transcendental knowledge, that the Hariloko, the Golaka. So thank you Guruji, Pranam Guruji, Sadhana Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.